Greetings, my viewers and subscribers. Welcome back to another video. Thank you all for checking this one out. Alright, my viewers and subscribers. So, a couple days ago when Miles Bascomb was appointed as the director of West Indies cricket, it sent tongues wagging across the Caribbean and across the world. People had their own opinion as it relates to whether or not CWI made the right choice. I would have indicated that, I was going to take a couple days, think about it, look at his background, come back and give an assessment. Now, in doing that, last night I came across, I think it was early this morning, I came across an interview that was done by Pereira. And he basically said that CWI made a mistake. It was a mistake to appoint him and they should have gone for the very best available. So we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about all of that. So just give a listening ear until the end and make sure you hit that subscribe button if you have not yet subscribed. Leave a comment in the comment section giving your opinion on this one. Alright, so first thing, let me say congratulations once again to Miles Bascomb for picking up this gig. This is a role that quite a few people would want because it has to do with West Indies cricket and you sit at the helm. And at the age of 37, he was able to pick up this gig or this job. So shout out to him. Now, let us go into some of the things that I could have, that I located. Not a lot of information online about him. So Miles Bascomb, he played one T20 game for the West Indies. I think it was back in 2011. But he would have played a couple of seasons where first class cricket is concerned. He would have played for the Windward Islands. And he also played for the combined campuses and colleges. So that is where his cricket is concerned. He played some T20 in some T20 franchise cricket across the Caribbean also. But where regional cricket is concerned, that was him. I have always said that not being a good cricketer and not playing cricket at the international level don't mean you cannot lead or doesn't mean you don't have any sense where cricket is concerned. Most of us listening here, we have never played cricket outside higher than high school or probably club. And we still think we know enough to make decision and to what to talk about the game. So I'm not going to say that he's lacking. No, he was actually, in terms of his roles in CWI in West Indies cricket so far, he was actually he was a men's selector. He was a part of the men's selecting committee. I think he served between 2019 and 2021. So he was a senior men's selector back then. Right? I think he was appointed and he served back then. He was also a chief advisor to CWI at one point in time. Advised them on different things where cricket is concerned in the region. But I think the job that he is most respected for right now is the work that he has done with the Windward Islands cricket team. Now, he actually served, I think, for 2.5 years as the technical director of Windward Islands cricket. 2.5 years as the technical director. And I must say that based on the reading that I have done and based on watching the cricket, their fortunes would have changed over the period of time when he was there. And I have to give it to him. You understand? We would have seen, both male and female cricketers improving. We would have seen the Windward Islands red ball team especially doing extremely well. I think they were only nipped or clipped by Guyana on the final day for the title because of Kevin Sinclair and his brilliance. Guyana, I think, secured the title there. So they have been performing. And they are producing cricketers. So when he took over as the technical director for Windward Islands cricket, what he intended to do was to create a clear pathway for the youth cricketers to go into the senior program and to try and get those cricketers over into the West Indies team. And I must say that those goals, they can say that they have been achieved because we have seen youngsters from the under 19 level going over into the Windward Islands program and performing. We have seen some of the Windward Islands cricketers getting called up for West Indies. They haven't received their debut as yet, as we would like at the international level, but a few of them really setting themselves to get that opportunity. And I'm not saying that he's the one that coached them, but just as how when a team is not performing, we look at who is at the head and say, listen, this man needs to be held accountable. It's the same way how when the team is performing, they need to look at the head and say, they are in charge, they are putting things in place to make sure that people have the facility, facilities okay, make sure that everything is running smoothly so the cricketers can perform. So you have to give him his accolades there. So as I said, there's not a lot of information I have out there. I am open to people typing information here and I will take a look at it. But that is the highest point of his career in as it relates to leadership for West Indies. Right? He did some excellent work with Windward Islands cricket. And we haven't seen him at the international level, we haven't seen him at the county level, or we haven't seen him overseas like that, being a director. So you can understand when people are a bit concerned where that is, where that is concerned, to put, if I can put it that way. So that is all the information I could find on him. Let us move over to what well-known cricket commentator Joseph Pereira had to say now. And I was doing some reading earlier this morning, and I am taking this one from the Guyana Times. And Joseph Pereira isn't too sold on him. Man is saying that CWI made a mistake as it relates to appointing him. So let me go down into it. So this is Pereira here, and I quote, "One would have thought that that CWI needed someone who had background in the role as a cricket director, whether at county level, whether at the national level, whether at the international level. That is the kind of cricket director that we need at this stage." And I would have indicated that he served as technical director for Windward Islands cricket. And so Pereira went on to say, coming out of the Zimbabwe disaster to see what we are now facing soon with India in the West Indies, one would have thought that we would have gone for the very best available. So clearly saying that there should have been somebody with a bigger name there. Not only a bigger name, but somebody with the background where that is concerned. He went on to say, if the very best did not apply, CWI should have re-advertised. He said what we would never know is who applied. Oh, that's what he said. What we would never know is who applied. So as they would have indicated, same thing with when we were saying that they should have given us some information, some of the people that applied. People in CWI came out and said that people that applied are still in their job and they didn't get it, so you don't want to put their job at jeopardy. So that is what he said. He went on to say the process was not as transparent when the decision came out. With all due respect to Miles Bascomb, I think he was thrown into the deep end. He is coming off a fairly average career as a cricketer, having played for the Windward, the CCC, and one T20 for the West Indies. And as I said before, I won't use that as something to say that he shouldn't be given the job. But if you don't have the background or the experience as a director, having played a lot of international cricket probably would have helped. So he has both things going against him right here. Hasn't played a lot of international cricket, and there's no experience as relates to being a director at the highest level, right? He went on to say his marks was not very high when he was one of two selectors with Roger Harper. What is he going to really bring to the table? An experienced cricket director would have been able to hit the ground running, and West Indies would have started in with a plus. He's saying that the Johnny Grave was appointed CEO. He had the background in county cricket in England. So if you are going to appoint somebody as a director of West Indies cricket, there needs to be that background. He went on to say, I am not saying that made Jimmy Adams successful as relates to Jimmy Adams having some experience and stuff. But CWI should have advertised the role for a director. I mean, they advertised it, but I guess he said they should have re-advertised it. So I don't know, my viewers and subscribers. I'm trying to look at it from a positive standpoint, because I think we need to move away from the CWI appointing people because they were brilliant cricketers for West Indies. But at the same time, we definitely need people with experience and people that can handle the job. You won't know till you know still. So let me know what you are thinking in the comment section on this one. Big up on yourself and stay safe. See it?